Barry, how's the heart rate?
It was a bit all over the place, I've been honest with you, during the game, but really proud of the effort and the commitment that my players showed tonight. Obviously difficult when you go down to 10 men. You have to go and play two banks of four really deep. But I thought the game plan that I gave them, they worked ever so hard to make sure that it never got broken down. They had a couple of chances, like every very good team's going to have against you, but I thought we defended really well and we coped with their threat.
Can you make it make sense that a team that had gone, I think, 10 games without keeping a clean sheet and losing a player so early on tonight against one of the top teams in La Liga is able to keep them out, even with 9 men in what was a lengthy stoppage time?
Well, listen, it has been a problem conceding goals. Even before I came in, since I've come in, that's one of the areas where we've tried to work really hard at. We worked really hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on it. And that's what I want to see from my defenders that want to defend. And it's not just about the defenders. I need my midfield to chip in, and I need my forward players to chip in, because you've got to remember it's not about individuals. It's a team sport. And what I seen tonight out there was a team that was that took the instructions on. Obviously, the chat we had on Monday really sunk in. And they took the information in as well, and that's important. And I think anybody watching the game tonight would have seen a team that will run through brick walls for each other.
Are any complaints with the sending off?
No, I've seen it. I can see the reason why the referee gave the red card. I've seen them given and I've seen them no given. It is what it is. The referee makes a decision. We just have to go on with it. It kind of curtails our kind of game plan. Then we need to go back to something different. But again, I'm proud of the guys, how they took that information on. It's no ideal. It's not the way that we wanted to play this game. But I thought overall, the boys, after letting them know a few home truths on Saturday and Monday, and I've got to give them a lot of credit for tonight.
Just on that, Barry, you said after the weekend's game that you were going to make changes. I just wondered how tough a call it was for you to replace Jack with Liam, and what a way he's taken that opportunity.
One of the toughest things I've had to do. Firstly, I think Jack Butland is a top goalkeeper. Secondly, I've got a very, very good relationship with Jack. I've known Jack a long time. He was a young kid coming through at Birmingham when I went down to play for Birmingham in the Premier League. And thirdly, I've got to know it's hurting Jack, and I've got to be mindful of that as well, because I care for him. So I just had to make a decision, and it was a tough decision. When I spoke to him, I could see he was hurting. So yeah, you go with decisions. It's no one that I decided on Saturday night or Sunday. I thought long and hard about it, and when I spoke with him, it was a tough 10-15 minutes conversation. But listen, Jack's still got a huge part to play here. But in terms of Liam coming in, I thought he'd done well tonight, Liam.
Barry, Liam's obviously one of 6 changes tonight from the team that started on Saturday. You said in the press conference earlier this week that you would shoulder the responsibility for that. Are you satisfied with how the changes worked? And second of all, how's Bailey Rice?
For 10 minutes I was satisfied, because I had 11 men on the pitch. Then it kind of it goes to pot. But in terms of the changes, it's an opportunity. I'm going to give people opportunities. When I'm not happy with a performance, I'm going to make changes. That's just part and parcel of being a manager. Some of them are tough at times. And again, a lot of people seen an 18-year-old kid who I think is behind in development. But I've been working really hard with Bailey for 5.5 weeks since I've been through the door. I think there's a real footballer there. He's just got stuff he needs to learn. But I thought he handled the occasion brilliantly. Liam coming in and other ones, Robin, obviously 10 minutes. He last, Leon Balogun, I know what I'm getting from him. Ridvan's been carrying an injury. Come on, he's had to come off with another injury. But listen, I was happy with everybody, but also the guys that come on as well, because they're disappointed in the bench. But I want to see players disappointed, because that means they care. If I don't play people and they're laughing and joking, that's when I've got a problem. But in terms of the changes, yep, they come in and they've done their job, but also the guys that come on done the job also for the team.
You just sit here just now, Barry, how do you feel it's set up for the second leg, and do you maybe rest guys the weekend with the next week in mind, or how do you think about that?
Robert, I don't even know how many players I've got available. I need to wait until tomorrow. We're in tomorrow. There's a number of guys struggling. They're going for scans tomorrow. There was a couple of guys that are risked tonight. But I just thought it was a big occasion for the club, and I had to go with the risks, and they might backfire on me. I just need to wait and see the kind of results and the reports I get back for the doctor and the medical staff.
How do you feel it's sitting in for next week?
Yep, we're still in the tie. I said to them before the game, we need to make sure we're in this tie. And certainly the tie is there for us to go and try and get through into the semi-finals. But it's the same for Bilbao. They're still in the tie. They're at home. But we'll go and give it our best shot. We'll set up in a way that will try and get us, hopefully, into the semi-final.
Barry, you mentioned the goalkeeper and the defence there. I think in the second half, Bilbao had over 80% possession, but their only shot on target was the saved penalty. How pleased are you with that? All things.
Yeah, I couldn't care less of the 100% possession. I said that to the boys. So make sure we don't concede. And we've done that. We had to play a certain way, as I said, really low, 2 banks of 4, really tight together. And if somebody jumps out of that, then it causes us problems. But again, I'm delighted that they took the information on. And it was key that we had to do that. But look, they're a quality team. You've seen it. They've got very, very good football players. And look, it'll be a tough one for us next Thursday.
Last one, Andrew.
Barry, you talked about getting the response you wanted from your players for the talks earlier on in the week, but is this just the start really? It needs to just keep on continuing. You need to keep on getting the response game on game from the players.
Yeah, I'm not happy with one game. Listen, I'm delighted for them and I'm proud of them. Standing in the touchline was a total different feeling I had from Saturday. I felt empty on Saturday, the last 10-15 minutes, just like the stadium. But standing there at the side, I was proud of them, and that's the way I need to feel, and that's the performances and the effort that this group of players need to put in. And I've told them, if you do that, you have better chances of winning games of football. And as I said, that's what I asked, and that's what I got tonight, and that's what I need to see going forward.